Can you spot the... I was gonna ask if anyone could spot the 4th eyeball, but never mind. We're back to a non-eyeball level. What time is it? I only have a few more attempts. If I can't get something off the ground before 7, I have to stop. Not because I want to, but because it's very much a good idea for me to rest my hands. It's gonna start struggling if it hasn't already. But I want to do the speed run, Mom. I just want to keep doing the speed run. It's fun. Look at this game. Isn't it awesome? This game actually is really awesome. It's out for Switch and Stream Deck, and I mentioned this earlier on stream, but it now has a physical version that's pre-releasing for Switch that I did buy despite the fact that I absolutely play this on PC and do not want to speedrun it on Switch, but I want to have it on Switch so that I can take it with me on the go and so that I can get the little collector's booklet with the artwork and the guides. I need the physical things that go with this game, please. I like it that much. Sorry, that was a messy trampoline. So usually I go through all 3 trampolines between one like cannon cycle, and that was very much in the middle of multiple cannon cycles, and I'm shocked I didn't get hit by something. Okay, that was a good first cut. Bad middle cut. This was really clean. That was really clean. I didn't even have to take it that aggressively on the final cut, and we would have been fine. All right. When I say cut, by the way, I mean like the parts where I'm switching directions. Obviously, if I'm going in the same direction, it's not too big of a deal to get around stuff. And I'm not like saving time by playing better, I'm just saving time by not dying. But the cuts are where I'm switching directions and I can just barely cut the corner on a turn. And so that's what I mean by the cuts. I don't know if that's something that was like obvious, because it's like, oh, Charbunny, everyone knows what that means, but just in case, that's the explanation of what I mean by cut. Okay, I'm gonna be slightly quiet because I keep messing this up. Okay, that was correct. There's, again, other cycles you can do, but that is correct for the cycle I'm trying for. Now we just need to do this trick again. Okay, much better. Not missing cycles. Well, okay. I took the last one pretty safe because I didn't want to say like not missing cycles on this level and then miss a cycle on that level because that's kind of embarrassing. Also, at one point I had learned a way to get ahead of these little circles, but it's 50-50 on whether I die trying to do that, if not worse. It's really risky, and it's very difficult to do consistently, so I now specifically stay behind them. If you do get ahead of them, it makes this ending sequence a lot better because the cycles just line up slightly nicer, but was not worth. At a certain point, it just was definitely not worth it to keep trying for. I could have gone the front way, but I don't practice it, so let's stay safe. Okay, 3s. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can do 4 if you're being really aggressive, but not quite worth it. Okay. Left, right. Okay, we did not make it, so let's just wait for the next one. Okay, that was a safe way to do the backup. So that's technically a backup compared to what I did in my PB, as you can see. But that's a really solid one. Like, I don't mind having to do that one. Also, the PB one was just, again, the ridiculously good cycle. That's fair. That was a very fair death. I was panicking about stuff that didn't make sense to panic about. Also, we got the fast fall on that, which is nice, but not necessary. That's if I don't hit the platform on the way down from the top section on that level. Okay, left. And I'm sure there's a way to get around this one too, because this one slows you down quite a bit more for being behind it, because you have to wait in this falling section. See here, I just like can't go right away or I will run into it like multiple times. All right, but we get, look at, when the character and the spheres are all bouncing at the same time, it makes me so happy. I love this level. I die on it way more than I should, but it makes me so freaking happy just as a general rule. All right, let's try this but better. That's better so far. That's good. On cycle. This level's just stressful off cycle. Well, look at how much nicer that is when just everything is in alignment. And look at the time saved now because everything was in alignment. I'm not kidding on how much that level, like that's probably the one level I want to stay on cycle for the most out of everything. Maybe boxes, like maybe this beginning, but really it's just this beginning trick. Everything else I can handle. Oh, that was super early. Oh my goodness, I was not ready for that. That was actually a time save, but I've never gotten it before. Because I don't plan for that. That's too precise of a shot for me to want to plan for it in a speedrun. We got the good fall section here too. That was in one cycle. This is going to be a really good boxes, I think. We'll have to wait and see how this top part goes, but... yeah, that was a new gold for boxes by a decent chunk for this speedrun. Wow. Boxes. Somehow cooperating at the end of the day. Oh gosh. That was slow because I panicked and I was like, just don't die on the falling section. Oh, I hate that falling section in a helicopter. That falling section is so much nicer outside of a helicopter, and I'm just... for this particular run, you don't do it outside the helicopter. You do it in the helicopter because it's faster that way, I think. Maybe I should time it out though, because if it turns out it's faster to not use the helicopter, I'm freaking dropping the helicopter in an instant. I hate using the helicopter for that part. The other version, by the way, is the 100% run, where you drop the helicopter at the top of that level in just like a very long section, because that's just how it works. Also, that was an incredibly clean beginning of this level. Just for the record, that was really smooth. I usually don't carry the cycle that far. This is one of those levels where at some point I'm likely going to get off cycle just because I'm not clean enough at that top moving section to get it every time. But carrying the cycle that far, meaning I'm on cycle that far in the level, is actually really good. Alright, we didn't die to that circle this time, which is nice. Again, that hasn't been losing us time, but it's been sad. And like, we want to avoid sad things when possible too. Alright, jump for these, jump for these. See, like, this is the cycle we've been hitting. You'll notice I had to wait there for like a second. That's why the early deaths on that level have not really been costing us time. We got a gold there. Ow. That means the ending cycle was just perfect. Because the golds on levels with like ending cycles like that really only come from me micro getting that ending cycle better. Like, otherwise I would have had to learn a new strat for that, and I don't have a new strat for that one. And the reason I'm waiting even though it looks like I could go is because there's two of those things, and the second one's off cycle if I don't wait for the first one to be in a certain spot. So that specific lineup is what lets me know that they're both in the right spot, so we're good to go there. I looked at the splits. I shouldn't have done that. I should not have done that. Anyway, because we're on good pace, by the way, for anyone who's wondering like, oh, but why not? It's because now I'm going to get more nervous, more than likely. Okay, watch for that. I played that a little bit safer, and that's okay. These boxes move so slowly. And left. We're right up on the edge of that box, so we do that. Again, that box in this level is the one that goes at your running speed. The other ones do not. So you sort of like do that escort mission thing where you move forward and then back a little bit. That one not so much. Okay, focus. That was, I think, a good enough jump. Yep, it was a good enough jump. Go to the right side because you're a little bit slow. Alright, top, small jump. That was not a small jump, but it was fine. Alright, try to stay centered if you can. Dang it. Okay, so that's where the ending of this one gets really tricky, because I try to skip a checkpoint there, because otherwise you're too late to hit one of those cycles. So that's a small time loss, but it's fine. That's much closer to what usually happens on that level. You can see why I was so freaking excited that it worked last run. Like, it does not usually work like that. And it's exciting when you've been practicing something and it actually comes through in the speedrun. I'm like, whoa, wait, the speedrun worked? My practice actually accrued to something? Alright, left, right, jumping. I think I can get over this. This ending, by the way, like, this level has a cycle at the end, and that's really the only cycle you try to hit. But it's so... because there's so much movement before there that's super back and forth, and, like, you can have a ton of small adjustments. I don't have an ending cycle for that level memorized. That's one of the few spots where it's like, it's a cycle, but I'm just gonna kind of adjust to it. I thought maybe I could go for it, and I really shouldn't have done that. So we're gonna play it safe. So this is what... or not. This is worse than the last time. Oh my goodness. So this level sucks. Because, again, they're moving at your running speed, so just everything lines up. Wow, yeah, no, that was the same as last time. That was so bad. Gosh, why is that level just a struggle? Okay, can we do helicopters? The key thing with this one is this bottom part. Okay, this is fine. We'll lose time, but it'll be okay. We'll lose more time. There we go. So that's the backup if you lose the helicopter. You can only do that in any percent because... Are you kidding me? I haven't died to that in forever. This is just sad now. Okay. That's the backup for the ending there. Yeah. We now have to play like so good for the rest of this. Anyway. I haven't missed those falling platforms in like forever, but that's okay. It's fine. This one we're still on cycle 4. The cycles are just kind of silly sometimes. Alright, we have a chance. Just need to not overthink things, which, you know, definitely known for. Okay, so these two are in the right spots. Let's jump through here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was panicking so hard. These are going to be in a different spot. You know that. It's okay. Good jump through there. You're on cycle for... Oh, that's okay. You have enough time. That's expected to die. Alright, where's the cycle for this? Pretty good, actually. A little bit of a panic. That's alright. You'll be here for this one. That was scary. Okay, back to the left. Up and through. Get the key. Thwomps. Alright. Just run. You can do this. Don't try to go for anything fancy on the jump part. You don't need to save that much time. Just go up like you normally would. Left, right, left, right. Stop to hit this and run. We did it! We did it! We got it! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, sorry. That end, I had to stop and focus on the ending. That's what I sound like when I'm scared. 11:36. Please tell me Kill a Dragon has not been simultaneously running this. There we go! First place! First place at any percent. I've actually never held any percent first place for this game. I have never been first on this leaderboard before. This is my first time getting this. Oh, gosh. I'm shaky.